Manifestation guaranteed. Hi, I am your host, Sky Cheyenne, and welcome back once again to Rebuild Reality, where as always, we talk about who we really are, why we're here, and how all of this stuff works. So, if you get what I'm about to tell you here today, this is literally, seriously, going to solve all your manifestation problems, all your blocks, all your questions kind of rolled into one. That's how big this is. So there are two things that really throw us off from the very beginning when we are trying to manifest, when we're trying to create, right? Well, one is that we don't really understand who we are. And even when we finally kind of get it, number two, we don't let it sink in. We don't take it on board enough. We don't look at it and accept it long enough, intensely enough, where it finally can sink in and take root and grow, right? Because you know how we are. Like, 5 seconds after this video, half of you are it's like all gonna just come in one ear and right out the other, because that's what we do. And then we're looking for the next video and the next video and the next book and the next lecture and the next article, because we just keep going, but we're just going around in circles, because we have to stop and be like, no, this is my truth now, because this is the reality that is reality, that is the true reality, because we know this stuff isn't, because this stuff, well, that's another story. Anyway, so when we're manifesting, and I don't even really like the word that much, because it's come to mean for so many people that I am getting something from something outside of myself somewhere that I'm trying to convince to do some magical stuff to make it all like, like a piñata. You finally hit it right and all the candy comes out, right? But of course, it's not that at all. It's not something that's different or separate or anybody else but you. You're asking you. You're telling you. So it's actually the recognition that who you're asking is actually you, because this is the mirror, right? And we've just forgotten that this is all us. Every leaf, every flower, every blade of grass, every cloud, everything here has been created. All manifested form has been created by imagination, by thought to begin with. What is the creator? Well, Neville Goddard says God is all imagination. The creator source is all imagination. That's what it does, right? So, okay, we can think of it like this. So, what is a creator? It is conscious awareness. It is consciousness that is aware of itself. What's that look like? Well, in the beginning, in the real, true beginning, and I know because I was there, just like you were there, just like all of us were there, there was just this consciousness like, yep, oh, I'm aware. I'm aware. Looking around, yeah, oh, no matter where I look, it's just see me. And so, of course, with thought comes stuff, comes images. So, but for the creator, it's just image, reality, image, reality. There it is. Oh, light. Oh, there's light. Galaxy. Oh, there's galaxy. There's a planet. There's a star. There's whatever else, however that all began, right? So all these things came by that, by conscious awareness, by being conscious and aware of this, being aware of that, being aware of whatever, right? So this is where it comes down to us putting the little pieces together. Because what are we aware of? Well, if you are conscious awareness and you're just looking around and you keep looking at that stuff you don't like, oh, I hate that. I so want to change that. I do not. So just no way. I just can't do that. I have to have something different. Oh, you can have something different. It's over here. Really? I can have that? Yeah, absolutely. Just keep looking at it. Oh, that's amazing. Thanks. I don't I don't like this stuff. I don't like that stuff. Well, stop looking at it. Look at this. Oh yeah. Oh wow, there's exactly what I want. It's perfect. It's even better than I imagined it, and that's all that stuff I don't want. And so we keep doing. So where our awareness is, what we're thinking of, what we're looking at, and we keep looking at the problem, well, that's why we keep recreating it, because it's like everything there exists, right? And you're pulling up what you're looking at. Whatever you start to focus on becomes more and more and more of your reality. If we're like, oh, I'm not going to look at that anymore, it fades into the background, and you start looking at what you want, and that comes up. And that's where you're supposed to stay, not keep bringing that picture up, because we don't want that picture anymore, So where your consciousness goes, where your awareness goes, reality must follow. It is law. It has to. Your 3D reality has to go where you're looking. So if you keep looking at that, people are like, I've been trying, this just is not manifesting. It's like, because you're so aware of this problem, and we're so in this state where we just don't believe that there is another option. So in 3D, what do? Well, we kick and we scream and we cry, and we demand and all of this stuff. And we think that that's gonna work when we're manifesting. No. I think most of us have noticed, no, that doesn't work at all, because we just get fascinated by these things, by the problem, instead of letting it go. And then we just start demanding, change it. I hate it. It's like, well, just stop looking at it. It's that easy, because if you are conscious awareness, you're going to get whatever you look at. So if what you want isn't showing up, it's because you are so aware of the thing that you don't want. You can't stop thinking about it, holding on to it long enough to finally let it go. But reality doesn't work like that. The true reality doesn't work like that, because the true reality is you. If you're holding on to the past, it's holding on to the past. Like I said, it's literally a mirror. So if you're like, give me what I want, I don't have what I want, I don't like this thing, it's terrible, then you're just going to see that face doing the same thing back to you. But if you're like, this is amazing, this is wonderful, woohoo, I got what I want, this is freaking awesome, then the mirror is like, you got what you want, this is freaking awesome. And that becomes your reality, because you're looking at that, you're declaring it, you're becoming it. Because unless you become it and believe in it, and it is your dominant belief, how can it ever show up in the reflection? It's impossible. So wherever you're looking, that's what you're going to get. So if we're not getting what we want, then we got to look at that. So we got to step into that new role, step into that new belief, and play that part to the freaking hilt. I am this person now. Darn right I am. I'm going to dress that way. I'm going to change my look. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to change my name, change my country, whatever it takes. You are that person who has what you want, not the person who doesn't have what you want. And you do that, and you keep reminding yourself of who you really are and your true power, that you are conscious awareness, and wherever you're pointing that thing, that's what you're going to get. So look at what you want, not what you don't want, and don't look back. Not ever. And that is how you can manifest anything, guaranteed. So I am your host, Sky Cheyenne, and thank you for being with me here on Rebuild Reality once again. Thank you, as always, for subscribing, and for liking, and for sharing, and for your beautiful, wonderful comments. And I'm going to see you here next time on Rebuild Reality.